cold wind howled through the dark forest, rustling the tall trees. The birds had gone silent, and somewhere in the distance an owl hooted ominously. The ground was damp, and every step sank Adam's boots into the mud. Gasping for breath, he collapsed against a tree, his chest rising and falling rapidly. His face was drenched in sweat, exhaustion evident in every inch of his body. "I can't go on anymore," he whispered, his voice barely audible before sinking to the ground. In the dim moonlight, a shadow moved. An old man stepped forward, his beard long, his face lined with deep wrinkles, and his eyes glowing with an indescribable wisdom. He studied Adam for a moment before offering a gentle smile. "What's wrong, son?" "Are you tired?" he asked softly. Adam barely lifted his head. "I've come a long way. My body has given up. I can't take another step." The old man tapped his staff on the ground and asked, "How far is your destination?" With a sigh, Adam replied, "About a mile." The old man chuckled, his laughter filled with wisdom. "So you're giving up when you're only a mile away?" Adam remained silent. "Listen, son," the old man continued. "The greatest trials come when you're closest to your goal. Many people quit just a few steps before success. Are you going to be one of them?" Adam looked at his hands, covered in dirt. His fingers still held some strength. His heart was weary, but it had not yet completely surrendered. He slowly raised his head and said, "But my legs, they have no strength left. How can I walk?" The old man placed a firm hand on Adam's shoulder. "Have you ever seen a candle flickering in a storm? It nearly goes out, but if it finds even the slightest shelter, it burns bright again. You are that candle. Just stand up once more." Adam took a deep breath. He knew the old man was right. The journey only ends when one chooses to stop. Gathering his remaining strength, he forced himself to his feet. "Now, just take one step. Just one," the old man encouraged. Hesitantly, Adam moved his foot forward. His legs trembled, but he didn't fall. The old man smiled. "See? You can still walk. Just keep doing this. One step, then another, and another." A new determination flickered inside Adam. He started moving, slowly at first, but with each step, his resolve grew stronger. His exhaustion remained, but the fear of failure had vanished. Suddenly, his foot struck a rock, and he fell hard to the ground. His hands scraped against the rough earth, his body aching with renewed pain. "That's it. I really can't do this anymore," he muttered in frustration. The old man knelt beside him, patting his hand. "If a single fall makes you give up, then everything you've done so far will be for nothing. Do you know what happens when water crashes against a rock? It carves its way through. It doesn't stop. You must do the same." Despite his pain, Adam gritted his teeth and pushed himself up. "I will not stop," he growled and began walking again. Something had changed. A new fire had ignited within him. The darkness of the forest, the fatigue, the pain. None of it mattered any more. He only had one goal: to keep moving forward. After what felt like hours, deep into the night, a light appeared in the distance, a flicker of hope, his destination. But suddenly, a chilling voice echoed through the air. "You cannot go any further." Adam's heart pounded. A shadowy figure loomed ahead, a dark, terrifying presence standing in his path. The old man stepped forward and spoke softly. "This is your final test, Adam. If you let fear consume you, you'll be stuck here forever. But if you find courage within yourself, the path will clear." Adam inhaled deeply. "Fear is just an illusion. I will defeat it." He shut his eyes, and when he opened them again, the shadow was gone. It had never been real, only a trick of his own mind, feeding on his doubts. Now, nothing stood in his way. Summoning his last ounce of strength, Adam sprinted toward the light. As soon as he stepped into its glow, a strange feeling washed over him. His exhaustion, his burdens, all gone. In front of him stood a massive door engraved with golden words. Victory belongs to those who walk the last mile. The old man placed a hand on Adam's shoulder, smiling. You have passed your test, son. Now, nothing can stop you. Adam turned to look at him, but the old man had vanished. Was he real? Or was he the power within me all along? The answer didn't matter, because now Adam understood that the power within had always been inside him.